Hello and welcome. I said I'd be back this morning, and it is the morning. So what we'll do is we will be building the Korps of Krieg artillery cannon this morning through to this afternoon. Yeah, we'll go for the yellow. Why not? Well, I hope you're all well. Another video where I can't view it or read the comments or anything like that, so this is quite annoying now. I don't know why I can't view the comments. Just trying to set it up. Not sure why that was like it was. Don't know what that means. Retouch on, retouch off. We're gonna try and read the comments. If this doesn't work and I can't view the comments on my other device, I'm just gonna go and speak to like one of the YouTube bots or something. I can see your comment there, Evan. I just can't see it on my other device. Right, let's try again on this device. Right, YouTube. No connection. Because I'd like to read your comments as I'm building. View channel. Live. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I just needed a reset. Oh, great. Now my keyboard won't work. Come on, keyboard. You know you want to work. Oh, here we go. Wow. Oh. Wow. Hello and welcome. Right. Long old adverts, aren't they, at the start? Right, let me just change that quality to really low for me. There we go. Hello, Edu. How you doing? Right. I think we've got it set up, guys. I think we've got it set up. Let's just make sure that these are all tight and that they're not going to go anywhere. Yep, that seems to be tight. Okay, right, let's get cracking then, shall we? Right, so I said that we would be building the Korps of Krieg, the old artillery cannon. So let's just crack on. Let's absolutely crack on with this. So I already know which cannon I'm going to build, and that's the siege cannon. So here we go. Right, let's start. We've got the pie plate base. Nice little enjoyable build for a Sunday morning. Hope you'll enjoy all the Korps of Krieg content. one, which I think is this old big piece. I hope the video quality is good. Hope the microphone quality is good. Welcome to feedback as always. Hello Krieg, how are you doing? I did plan on live streaming a little bit earlier today, like 8 o'clock or so, but I did something else instead. So D5 and D4. There we go. There's this one. Our plan is to build all of these minis before next weekend, because we do have a couple of tanks, the Arvis lighter, things like that on its way. So one of the wheels. Any strike you fancy from the codex? Any strike? I only got the codex yesterday, Brevin. Sorry, I haven't really had a massive chance to look at it, my friend. That's that wheel, along with this. Relatively straightforward. I might change. Anything you have interests in other than the Death Korps Krieg? I want to. The thing is, it's that's a really good question. Thank you, but there's so many other minis coming out. This is the thing. This is the issue. You know, we've got all of Eldar, Soulblight, Emperor's Children, and if I were to pick up anything other than the Death Korps, those other minis, those other new minis get sacrificed, basically. I can't cover all of Soulblight or all of Emperor's Children if I were to pick up, like, you know, a Baneblade. I'd love to pick up another Baneblade, just one more, just to give you guys an unboxing and review, because I never have, I don't think. So, and I hear that it's slightly bigger than in the Space Marine 2 video game. The other tanks and things I can not massively fussed over, like the Lehman Russes and things. They are showing their age a bit now. Even though, like, the Hydra looks good, you know, if I was going to go for some kind of Lehman Russ chassis, it'd probably be like a Hydra or a Manticore, or, you know, because I just feel like the Solar Auxilia tanks are just cooler, better. Not a big fan of the Rogel Dawn either. I've got plenty of big tanks for Space Marines. You don't think any of the cannons need to be glued or magnetized as they fit securely? Oh, interesting. Thank you, Edu. I'll have a little look when we get to that point. It looks like the siege cannon, at least, is just an extra barrel that slots onto the mortar, or whatever that weapon's called. I'm going for the siege cannon anyway. And if I was to get another two, again, I'd probably go for siege cannons for those. Just for the looks, like, this is never going to be like a competitive army for me. I wouldn't use Death Korps. I'd use Custodes or Space Marines. This is purely kind of aesthetics you know, and even then I think 10 horses is too much for me, for like an aesthetic army. It is just for fun, you're right. Yeah. It's not competitive, it's not, you know, I'm not going to go to any competitions or anything. I think you need painted armies for that as well. I don't know, I'd go for a very, very basic paint scheme for these, and I really would go very quick. I want to muddy them up. I want to put as much mud as possible everywhere on them, so they'll probably be black with glints of gunmetal, with the red lenses, obviously. You know, but I'd go for speed with making them, but I'd pay attention to the bases, and would I have some rust or corrosion? I don't know. I don't know. My theme for these would probably be like, you know, they've been assaulted by my Death Guard, and they're kind of, you know, being afflicted by them. Sort of makes sense with their masks and things, doesn't it? But, oh, very good question, Revan. Thank you. Out of all the Eldar releases, what will be your priorities? Lickis, or Lick his, the Warp Spider Primarch. We've never had one before, I don't think. Maybe I can't even think we had any in like the 80s, but yeah, that's my priority, is her, building her, getting her review out as quick as I can, and Fugan, and then it's the Aspect Warriors, really. Baroth and the Swooping Hawks and Azuman will feature on the channel eventually, you know, but at the moment I'm sort of all backed up with content and things now. Yeah, I know there was a quiet period, sort of November all the way through December, but we're back on it. We're back on the release schedules, and now we're back on Games Workshop releasing far too many models that I can even, you know, keep up with. But your support is very much welcome. Thank you. That could be anything from leaving a comment or liking a video, or, you know, we'll get to 50k, guys. We'll get to 50k. That'd be nice to get to 50k in 2025. I'd thoroughly enjoy getting to that milestone. The closer we get to 50k, the closer I can do some kind of giveaway. It's a pretty big milestone for me. Interesting, Revan. I never knew that. Some of those spider names are just wild, aren't they? I've never come across that one before. let's just put these together. I think probably be about right, won't it? I already bodged this up. No, I don't think I have. I'm just going with the Rebel glue at the moment. Just because. I need my cloth thing to wipe the file down. Sorry about this. There it is. Yeah, I just use this. It's like a tool kind of apron thing. It's like a really short one, and then that just you know, acts as two things really. Somewhere for me to wipe the file down, because it does get gunked up with the, you know, plastic dust or whatever. And also, you can put some things in it, but I wouldn't put too many things in it. It also protects your trousers and acts as like a part catcher, I guess. I wasn't wearing it when I was building Mortarion though. Or was I? I think I probably was, to be fair. But yeah, I guess it didn't work that time, did it? I still haven't found that part. I'm moving my desk around in like 2 weeks' time. So knowing my luck, I'll probably find it then. And then I'll be overjoyed. And my 2025 year will be complete. No, all those Soulblight Gravelords coming. That will be my my 2025 year complete. There's still plenty of reviews for those on their way. I'm going to try and time those reviews with the new releases if I can. But yeah, all being well, the review for Lord Marshal Drea should be out tomorrow. And then the review of this artillery cannon will be Wednesday. And again, Friday should be the Death Riders. Fingers crossed. I hope so, Krieg, but I also hope that they don't kind of cheap out and remove features and detail and things from any kits that they choose to, you know, move over to plastic. You know, there are a couple of Horus Heresy minis where they've done that too, and they've removed features, and you know, it actually costs more to get those models now in plastic than what they used to be. It is what it is, but I hope they play it smart. I think one of the coolest features is with all of the Horus Heresy vehicles really is the sponsons. I think they've done such a good job with the sponsons, especially with the Space Marine vehicles. You know, being able to hot swap them and you know, those kind of things. Yeah, it's been a long time since I did a live stream. I played a little bit of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Edition last night on the live stream on Twitch. I started live streaming on Twitch again. I make absolutely zero money off that, but I just thought I'd share some gameplay. but I am pretty terrible. I haven't died yet. If I die on normal, I'll be pretty embarrassed. Considering I think I played it on... I definitely completed it normal, definitely completed it on, is it Ninja? And then Master Ninja, I think I did. I'm sure I did complete it on Master Ninja, but yeah. Probably died a lot on Master Ninja though. Yes, it's one of my favourite games. Probably in my top 10. I prefer it to the first one. The first one's great, but the second one, just with you know, the extra characters and things they eventually added, is just amazing. I can't believe that it's been 16 years since it came out. I did get it on the Xbox 360. Did I get a T-shirt with it? I'm sure I bought it from like Game, and I got a free T-shirt with the pre-order. And then I got Ninja Gaiden 3, and it's just awful. Just didn't like that one at all. I wonder what Ninja Gaiden 4 is going to be like though. I've got a funny feeling it's still going to be Ninja Gaiden 2, 1, 4, and 3. It's 4 could beat 1 though. It could. We'll see where that goes though. I'm looking forward to it though. Great announcement, and great that it's you know, on Game Pass. It's always nice when you get a surprise. I say free game, you know what I mean. It's included, but we don't need to split hairs. But that's always a nice surprise. They did that with. Did they do it with Doom? Or was it Quake? No, it was Quake, wasn't it? Quake 2. They released like all of that on Game Pass, and yeah, I really do enjoy Quake. But I went and bought it on PlayStation. So I bought it on PlayStation, Switch, and then I got it on Game Pass. I'm just rabbiting on while I'm sort of planning my next move with these pieces. So it looks like these, I don't know what they're called, firing struts, supports. Come on, you guys know what these are called. All I know is this one goes this side, and we've got a number of parts. They don't seem to be too bad to put together. Famous last words. Got some kind of crank. And 15. These are the base plates, I would have thought. And we just do the same, but on the other side. This is a 3-sprue kit, by the way. But one of the sprues, it looks like it's got loads of sandbags and missiles on it. Okay, so we can kind of do those. Oh, and then we've got a selection of armoured plates. And it goes 10, 11, 12, as you'd expect. So 10, 11, 12. Oh, there we go. Right, we'll clean all these up. Morning, Maxim. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Apparently, it's gone extremely well received. Extremely well received. You're having a joke, my friend, aren't you? This has been the worst release ever. I can't believe it wasn't sold out in 10 seconds, let alone a minute. Literally sold out within a minute. I think that's the case for a lot of items. Like, I've been looking around and shopping around and things, and it's not just Warhammer. Sometimes things are on sale, and you look at them, and then like within a few hours they're gone online. It's I don't know. Is it a runoff from just in time kind of stock allocate? I don't know. It's it's not just Warhammer, but I guess it affects us more because we're in the hobby, and this is our, probably our main hobby. So if you're on the hunt for the Death Korps Krieg, army box set, and it gets sold out, it's going to affect you more. The thing is, like I've always said, like with the Sisters box set and Curse City, is, the minis will be out individually anyway, and then, you then got the option to buy them at a slower pace. And then you don't have to buy 10 Death Riders if you don't want to. You don't even need to buy 5. Whereas one of these sets, you're kind of forced into owning everything in the set that they've provided. You really like the model, you might get it. Box of Kriegers. Nice one, Demon. Nice one. Is the Wave Serpent get released because of new decal, or there's upgrade sprue? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know about if there's an upgrade sprue. I think it's just repackaged. Like, they've always had the Falcon and the Wave Serpent as separate box sets. The Falcon's such an old kit now, though. So yeah, they've just decided to bundle them both in one set and charge a little bit more. They've definitely made their money back from that Falcon set, definitely. So any sales they can make from the Falcon and Wave Serpent set is just pure profit at this point, I think. So bundling in the Wave Serpent may seem like, a really, really good kind of option or deal. But in a way, it's just a way to reduce their warehouse space with, double the boxes, and also kind of, sell a lot of those Wave Serpent sprues within one set. They do it with a number of kits. They do it to start off with a number of kits where they could have, should have had 2 box sets for them. Centurion's a prime example. That if you've ever built Space Marine Centurions before, the kit is almost £50 or so for 3 Space Marines. And you're left with so many spare parts, and you can't really magnetize those spare parts or use them for anything else. So that Centurion kit should have always been 2, and it should have been like £25 for 3, or maybe 30 at a push. Have 1 box set with assault weapons and 1 with ranged. That's my thoughts on that. Yeah, I guess so, but you could probably say that for 10 engineers, but I would have preferred 10 engineers over 10 Death Riders. But it depends if you like Death Riders, coming from a perspective of not owning any, 10 is pretty nice to have off the bat. But coming from a Death Korps Krieg collector who probably already has 10, yeah, maybe they've sort of had enough. Maybe they prefer the detail of the resin ones that they own. I don't blame them. It's one of the reasons why I haven't bought as many kind of Horus Heresy Space Marine models. It's because I sometimes have them in resin already. It's like Thunderhawks. We can go straight down into the plastic Thunderhawk conversation and go, super, how many plastic Thunderhawks would you get? Probably two, most, but I'd just be fine with one, and that's because I've already got a couple in resin. So, and I think that's I don't know whether Games Workshop factor that in. I don't know whether they think, oh, all the existing hobbyists and collectors in the hobby, like, have they already got those models in resin? And I think that does affect the sales forecasts. You know, a lot of the people that are buying the models aren't first timers. They're already in the hobby in some form, and they may already have the model in resin, or a few of them in resin. This is what I'd like them to do. I'd like them to look at those existing hobbyists rather than trying to treat everybody as brand new all the time. I can go on to my Titan rant about how they've got the numbers right there. You know, they print you out a blimmin' certificate for Emperor's sake. You know, telling you what number Titan you are, so they know how many Titans they've sold. Are they bringing out any new resin weapons for them? Nah. Those people that can afford Titans, can they have a good PC and a 3D printer? Yes, definitely. Are they impatient? I don't know. I think it's that's a personal thing, but if some of them are impatient, they will definitely print their own Titan weapons, and then that affects future sales of those weapons. And if those weapons don't sell as much, then they're not inclined to design and make any more in resin, are they? It's quite straightforward to understand. Yeah, there's a few kits Revan on the website that's web exclusive. Yeah, wow, resin Death Riders, £20 each, and you're going to get a box of 5 for what, £44 maybe? We'll see. I think our guess is as good as yours when they're going to be released. I'd definitely say before the start of the new financial year, so before end of March, maybe in the next couple of weeks or so. They definitely want to release them as soon as they can to maximize. Yeah, and they'll not just release those; they'll release everything, won't they? For Deathcore, the rest, and they'll release these all separate too, in one setting, one wave. I don't know if it's dying out. There's plenty of people with 3D printers that are printing everything in resin. So, yeah, they're expensive because they're bespoke. Because you know, an actual person has to make each one. That's why. If you've ever got anything made by a person rather than mass produced, it's the sales as well. They don't sell nearly as many. That's another thing that they factor in. But yeah, there are reasons, but I'll leave that up to you guys to sort of explore, discover, especially if you're new to this and you've only just sort of discovered it. Mid-Feb, nice one, Maxim, nice one. There you go, you see. So only a couple more weeks to wait. Right, I think we've tidied up all those pieces. Have we tidied up that one? Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. I will put these bits together like so. Now this piece here looks like you can it's okay, so this will only go one way. It's like a plug and socket thing. Okay. Yeah, so that will only go one way, and that's fine. And this connects onto this once we've attached it. Let's just put the crank on. Crank can go on anyway, really. Oh, right, okay, so if we... so you can... That's quite cool. So you can put that at any angle you kind of wish. That's awesome. Banshees don't have a shrine token. Do they not? I'm sure they had a little token, didn't they? I'd have to Google it. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Revan. I'd have to Google it, my friend. I can't remember. That's a good question, though. Yeah. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of glue both of these at the same time. Okay. I hope you're all having a great day, a great Sunday. I'm not working today, so that's why I am live streaming. Got a bit of time off. So there we go. We'll try and get this level. Or okay, there we go. Yeah. So if you can imagine that on there. We're getting there, aren't we? We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. There we go. Right, these plates then. I think I did put them in the right order. And they just hang. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's like the main say chassis or whatever. We've got a couple more armor plates just to put on this, and this what are they called? Stoppers, blocks, wedges. There you go, potato wedges. We've got to put those on, and then it's all about the cannon. And it looks like, so this is blue. So blue is for that, green is obviously for that, and then you've got the pink with an added yellow bit. So that's parts D28, D27. For this one, they look to be different, but D47, 46. Yeah, it might be. Look, no glue there, so you might be able to just pop them in place. What I would like to understand is who puts the shells into the siege cannon. Oh, okay. I guess they can carry those. God, I wonder how much they weigh, though. Right. Front armor plates. Yeah, didn't Die Avengers come out like way before Banshees though? I'm not sure. Right. So D20, D21. D20, D21. D20, D21. So that's this side apparently, and then the other side is D22, 23 and 24. 24, we might as well get the wedges off too. There we go. So the wedges will just go under there. What's this 26 one? What's this? Oh, I missed a piece? Surely not. It must be for the main, yeah. Is it for the cannon? That says D73 though. Oh, there's D26. Interesting. So they've got two different cranks. Oh, maybe because that guy's holding the crank. Okay, all right. And then it wants us to build this chap. Let's just build that chap now. So AT79, I just spied that. Always on window. Just want to say, love the vids and the showcase you do. Help me pick up a ton of cool models. Nice one, always on window. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the nice comment. That's very motivating. I'm going to try and get the reviews out for these Deathcore quite quickly next week as well for you. You know, given the sparsity, rarity. It is sparse, isn't it? Like it's sparsity. The sparse nature of this release. 82. It's good because it means that you know, when they are released fully, you should have some reviews already on YouTube to watch, and then you can decide whether this artillery cannon is worth 30 quid or 35, whatever they're going to price it as. Yeah, I wonder when the Vanitar's going to come out, the calyx pattern. That'd be nice to know. Or if they time it along with the you know, the new Secretarii Axiarch, is it? You know, I saw that in the book, in the Horus Heresy book, and I thought, well, we still haven't got a model for that, and here we are. Yeah, there's quite a few Horus Heresy releases coming out now, aren't there? I mean, last year was good. You know, don't get me wrong. We had the Mechanicum and we had Sol Auxilia. Oh, that's nice. So they never had like a resin leader or anything like that, Krieg. Interesting. I mean, I tell you what, 40k, bit of a letdown last year, but this year they've started off strong, you know. What with these, with Eldar, Emperor's Children. Could this be a bumper year for 40k? Certainly seems like that, doesn't it? All right, let's just put these armor panels on because I want to, really. Oh, I need to prepare these wedges. So we'll glue these armor panels on. So it looks like this goes on there. It's quite nice. So, and then the way this goes on seems to be like that. Like a step. Oh. Oh, right, okay, so that actually goes. How does that go, to be fair? I want it to go flush with it, but yeah, I guess. Just seems a bit crude, but oh well. We'll just leave it like that then. We are making progress, boys. Fantastic. Why is that not? Doesn't quite go in the way I expected. Oh well, let's crack on with it though. You know, I want this to be solid rather than, you know, looking like an orc put it together, which is usually, you know, no offense to orcs, but, you know, it's usually how my minis look. I don't know, are orcs better at making stuff than breaking stuff? I don't know. Bit of both really, aren't they? We are going to glue this to the base now. Why not? It's about that time. Let's glue this on. So they want the contact points on the wheels as well. So we will do that. Okay. So it's quite central. And I'll put these wedges in. Nice. Nice. Okay. Right, I think we're almost able to do a size comparison between these new 2020, well, they are 2024 Death Corps, really, because they say 2024 on the sprue, but technically they come out in 2025, so let's just, for argument's sake, say 2025 Death Corps. Let's see how they measure up next to Sol Auxilia. Yeah, the problem with the Cyclops, though, Krieg, is it's out of stock. So no one can even get one, even if they tried. Again, the more times that they have items out of stock or customers aren't, you know, confident that they're going to come back in stock, the more they're going to turn to, like, you know, creating their own minis, aren't they? Especially like if they play regular games and things, and they, you know, I'm not talking like a long-term, you know, add it to the collection. I'm talking about, you know, oh, it's been out of stock for months. The Biotitan is a great example. I'd love a Biotitan right now. I would have loved one about 3 months ago, but and I could have got one, but out of stock whenever I see it. And it's a challenge as well, I think, that model. Looking at it, though, I sort of wish I'd picked one up when they were cheaper, but you seem to, you know, this is a common theme with Warhammer. The new stuff, we're always like, oh, it's so expensive, blah blah blah, but then the old stuff, you're like, oh, I wish I bought it earlier, knowing that it was expensive earlier as well. How on earth does this go on? I think it goes on like that, this little skirt thing. I really have no clue how this goes on. I'm going to butcher this. Did I have it right the first time? Like that? I don't know. Oh. Okay. We got there, fellas. We got there. Oh, that's a bit touch and go. I thought I'd be here all day trying to put the skirt on. Or trench coat, whatever it's called, I don't know. Tell you what, these Death Corps definitely got the drip, haven't they? They do look very cool. Pretty cool uniforms. Right. There we go. Put that there. Right, so we've built him. Oh yeah, sizes. I've got a Solar Auxilia somewhere. Here it is. So very similar. I'll probably, oh god. I mean, they're not as bulky as the Solar, and they're tiny bit shorter, tiny bit, but you know, I will reserve my final conclusion once we've built some engineers. Okay, so we are going to build the siege cannon. Once I've built that, I'll see, I'll have a look at all the other pieces that are remaining and see if we can build the other cannons and things. So I need the pink and then the yellow, I think. And then there's just loads of little extras and things like the adjustable wrenches, the shovels, there's a hammer, there's fire extinguisher, and then that's done. So let's grab this cannon. I might go and pop and grab a cup of tea at some point. How long have we been streaming for? An hour. Wow, God, that hour's gone quick, hasn't it? Yeah. Let's just clip the cannon off, and then I'll go make a cup of tea. I had a coffee about an hour and a half ago. I want to try and limit my caffeine today. But yeah, we'll clip all the pieces for the cannon out. D45. I don't know, these stabilizers. Seem to be some dangerously placed rivets on them. 47 and 46. Seven, 6. Oh, it's actually D45. Yeah, it's these that I needed. They go on top, they go on the bottom. Yeah. 50 and 49. 50 is quite a small piece. Oh yeah, it's like the crank. There it is. Yeah, and then you can either... which one do you put on though? It's one or the other. Want to other. 51, 52. 51, 52. So this is just like the barrel, just that piece. And then you've got the long flared cannon with a muzzle brake, is it? I don't know. I'm not knowledged up on this knowledge. But yeah, there's the long barrel. Yeah, we can clean all this up. Let's read a few more comments. Oh, is the artillery can be taken as a squad? Have you played the Night Lords? I haven't played the Night Lords, no. Maxim is into his Night Lords. Moderator for this channel. And obviously Kriegsman is into his Tau. I wonder what army Kriegsman's into. I can't put my finger on it. Oh yes, squats. That's what it is. Let me just have a look at the artillery. I've got to answer your question, Revan. Artillery team. Ouch, spun my head. One artillery team. I think it's just one, my friend. Trying to artillery team. One model, 75 points. No, it's just one thing. But they don't have like heavy support and things like that anymore, do they? So, you know. Remorseless Barrage, yeah. It looks like all of the weapons that you equip it with are all 48-inch range anyway. So you've got the range with these. The one that I'm going for, which is the Siege Cannon, is Blast. They're all Blast as well. They're all heavy. And they're all indirect fire. But the Siege Cannon has the lowest number of attacks. It's only got D6. Ballistic skill is 5+, but it does have the highest strength at 12. The best AP at -2 and the best damage at 3. You know, so having 3 of these, for instance, you don't need to have 3, unit or whatever. You're going to pump out. You could pump out 18 strength 12 shots. Whether you'd hit with those is another thing, because you've got 5+ to hit. So you got less than 50-50 chance of even hitting. But anyway, sorry, I'm going off a tangent because I wanted to read the rules. Blame Revan for that. Blame Revan for knowledge. Okay. Why is it sad? You don't have the force org anymore or anything, do you? You know. And I don't really play any games, so I can have as many or as few as I really like. Rule of cool for me. Rule of cool. Right. Yeah, it's just nice having indirect fire, though. You know, you just don't have to see anything. You can just completely hide them somewhere. You know. But yeah, I don't think it really matters unless you're playing competitions. You know. It's all about the fun, isn't it? Right. Would you be playing Krieg in a competition? That's the other thing. I mean, it'll look cool, don't get me wrong, but surely you'd be using sort of Eldar or some kind of army with a Death Star unit. I don't know, I don't really hear much about the competitive scene anymore. Oh, I'd like to do a poll or a survey or something to find out whether more people are focused on like the hobby aspects in terms of like collecting and painting and building. I mean, it definitely was the case during COVID, wasn't it? I guess there weren't that many people playing. I certainly got an influx of people buying a lot of their minis. You know, couldn't go on holiday and stuff, or you could, but it's like very, very, you know. Uh, right. Yeah, you have to sort of create a new list now, Krieg, wouldn't you? Definitely. So yeah, this just to me this just seems quite basic. This this cannon thing. That's why I wanted to go for the seed cannon. It looks very beastie. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing about the plastic cannons is you get that horrible gap in the barrel. It sucks. It's actually worth paying more for resin and quicker, obviously, to get barrels that don't have that, you know, line in the middle. I mean, it can be cleaned up, but it's never 100%. But oh well. Don't I have legionaries? Legionaries? What legionaries? I don't know what you mean. What army or faction is it? I thought those artillery riders were brand new. I don't know anymore now. Okay, right. So I think this will go in that way. No. Yeah, that way. Not just pop in there. Oh. Wow, that goes in quite snug. Nice one, Edu. Thanks for the foreshadowing, I guess. So yeah, it looks like you probably will be able to swap them out. Well designed, GW. Well designed. So I think this does that just go in there? Like that? I don't think you could put that in and then that in. Have a really, really long cannon. Oh yes, that's what we're doing. So that's the mortar. Oh, so you can just. All right, I see where you're going with this. So that fits in quite snugly, actually. Yeah. Not really any need to glue it. You could swap them out. I'm not sure why you would do that. I mean, let's just have a quick, nice look at the rules. Let's just see. Oh god, go past all the bane blades. There we are. Right, so heavy mortar. You're getting more attacks, possibly 9 instead of the 6. Same ballistic skill, lower strength. So really, all you're getting is potentially 3 more attacks. Well, you're getting 3 attacks minimum. I mean, it's going to be quite embarrassing if you roll for your siege cannon and you only get 1 shot. Whereas your heavy mortar, you guaranteed to get 4, aren't you? Instead of 1. Depends if you can suffer with the minus 1 AP instead of minus 2. And the heavy quad launcher is just purely for hordes, you know. Multiple rocket launcher, same number of shots, but it's anti-infantry at 3+, but its strength is only 2. Yeah, I like the choice that I've gone for with the old strength 12, even though you could mess it up and only have 1 shot with it. I like that. That's fine. Attilan riders were last year. Thank you, Krieg. Thank you. The kill team with the pirate Eldar. Oh yes, good point. Good point, Revan. They're just Chaos Space Marines, aren't they? They're not like anything special. They're just a different look of Chaos Space Marines, surely. I mean, if you look in the Chaos Space Marine Codex, I don't think there's an extra thing for them, is there? I haven't built them. I haven't built the Void Scarred either, but I will build them for the Eldar release. I'll sort of bundle them in with the reviews. No, that's a set that I just have not got around to making. What I'll do while I'm waiting for the barrels and things to dry and set, I'm just going to go grab a cup of tea. But then we'll finish those parts, and then we're on to this chap and what we're going to equip him with. Now, I want to equip him with a shell. Don't know about you guys, but I do want to equip him with a shell, not a toolbox. And then the other guy, I do want to have him connected, like he's gonna pull the fuse or whatever it is, prime the cannon And then the final guy, I sort of want the guy with binoculars, but where is he pointing? He's like, if you put him there on the steps, he's going to be pointing. Oh, he's pointing at the screen, isn't he? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to go for that. Although that one is pretty cool. Like on the box. Oh, damn it, GW, you're making so many cool little poses and things. Damn it, for options. Yeah, so he's going to be the shell carrier. Right, I'm just going to pop and get a cup of tea. And Maxim will be very, very happy if he's still around. Spared no expense for the sign. Right, I will be back in just a few minutes because I've got to go make a cup of tea and things, but I will be back, guys. Ba, 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 ba. Wish there was some waiting music for you or something. Oh well. I am back. Post all the painted minis. What are you on about? What are you on about? Oh, right. I am back. Back once again. Okay. Okay, so as I said, let's clear up the rest of these parts. Yeah, there's mould lines in between all these gaps. I know. Just a bit tricky to get to. Ooh, these are tricky ones. I would like some new files, to be fair. I don't think Games Workshop do them anymore. I'll probably look at some Tamiya ones as an investment. Morning, Sindri. How are you doing? It's only just got afternoon here, so yeah. We are just building the artillery cannon in the siege cannon variation, but it looks like we can hot swap the cannons and things, which is nice. Yeah, there's some strategic rivet placement on these parts. Tell you, really testing my file patience. But we're loaded up on a cup of tea, so we're all good to go. Did this box set sell out fast in the UK? Yeah, within a minute, it was sold out. When you looked at the Warhammer store page, it was there for a long time. Which country are you in? Mighty Oak, was it the States? You got to remember that in the States, you guys are your biggest kind of game that's most popular is Age of Sigmar and Lord of the Rings. Like those two are quite big, and I'd probably say Horus Heresy is actually bigger as well. Just it's close between those two because because of the prices of resin and stuff and Forge World things. But now that they're in plastic, yeah, I think you guys in the States are warmed to Horus Heresy a bit more now. In Australia, it was definitely Horus Heresy for quite some time. In the UK, I think predominantly, historically, it's always been 40k has been the biggest one for us. And because of that, Horus Heresy has also been very big and popular here. Those two kind of go hand in hand, really. And then you look at like where Warhammer World is and the HQ, and it's kind of centralized in Nottingham, so it's not too difficult to get to for a lot of people that live in the UK. But it is almost impossible if you're in anywhere else in Europe or States or wherever. Would I go all the way to the HQ if I lived in the States? Yeah, I would. Yeah, if I was as much into the hobby as I am, I would. Yeah, it's worth the trip. But because of the distance and things, I'd want to do quite a few things in the UK. I'd have like a bit of a list. Come for 2 weeks. And go to the HQ. I'd say if you're coming from a long distance, at least 2 days. At least 2 days for the HQ. I think to try and fit everything all in one day, there's just so much to take in. Definitely 2 days if you wanted to have a game with someone. Use their amazing boards that they have. They really are incredible. But then you run the risk of, what do you buy? You can't really buy too many things. Can't really buy too many big things, because you're going to have to take them back on the plane, aren't you? So that's the downside, is that you'll go there and you'll be tempted by lots of minis, but you're kind of limited on what you can take back. And you could always sort of like use it to make your mind up, see these things in the flesh, and then get them sent home. Maybe. Thanks, mayonnaise. You'll definitely get a face reveal for that, my friend. I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. Can I like that? There we go. I've liked that. Oh, can I heart it? Yeah, buddy. There you go. Oh, whoa. Let's just read some more comments. There's got quite a few have come through. Yo, IBFW with this heavy. The thing is, though, FW in the hobby is Forge World, isn't it? That's the thing. That's what I explain. Good, good. Good to hear, mayonnaise. Good to hear you're all right. Good, good. Thanks for missing me. The feeling's mutual. Right. GW should open a Warhammer theme park in New Zealand. Yeah, because that's a really easy location for everybody to get to. Yeah, that's a really easy location. Let's do that. Let's all sign a petition to get GW theme park in New Zealand. Yeah. I would actually be more interested going on like the little Lord of the Rings and Hobbit tour, and the Jurassic Park tour. Is the Jurassic Park one in, or is that Hawaii? I think that might be Hawaii. I might be getting them mixed up. What are my hobbies outside of the Warhams? Motorcycling, obviously. I haven't been on the bike for a while though. I need to get on that. She's running flat. I think I'm gonna have to give her a good charge. My brother-in-law actually said, you should just take the battery out and get a new one. Yeah, it's a shame because the weather's been like either wet or too frosty, icy. So yeah, I will. I have to get on that and charge it up. It's the thing with bikes is if you don't use them for a while, well, a bit like cars, I guess. He loves to travel, especially as a passport, bro. What? Well, I mean, I do have a passport, but nah, I haven't travelled for a while. Hang on, what? It's just in my hand watching this. That doesn't sound right, Komodo. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, swim. I kind of sink more than I float. Definitely a sinker. But I survive. You know, some of the guys that do swim are just absolute machines. You know, they're always there. They're absolute units. Yeah, big up to them. A lot of discipline, a lot of training. I think it pays off. You know, I think it does. Yeah, just do what you love. Uh, Hawaii. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A few people have gone on that Jurassic Park tour. I'd like to go. I've never been to Hawaii or New Zealand. Certainly on my bucket list or whatever you want to call it. Thing is, with the channel though, I'd have to make loads more content and release it while I was away. That's the thing. Can't have you guys going dry with the content. Yeah, this set was sold out very quickly. So I don't take it for granted. I really don't. I picked it up. I was able to pick it up. I had the same chance as everyone, and just that day, the sounds cliche, but that day the dice were in my favour. Some days they're not. You see, some days they're not in my favour. You see, but yeah. There have been plenty of times where I've gone to pre-order things and I've just been, just out of luck. Sometimes life be that way. But yeah, we've got a lot of amazing content coming out this year. I'm really hitting the channel hard. As I say, I was live streaming the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Edition last night. I was enjoying that. I was getting my ass handed to me. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Explore Norfolk. Where is Explore Norfolk anyway? Did he just make a comment? Oh, you mean like just explore Norfolk? Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a chap who's in the Discord, isn't he? Is his YouTube name still Explore Norfolk? I think it is. But yeah, he's I thought you were talking about him. Yeah, I suppose I could hop on the old bike and give you some views. I should do a bike day. Yeah, definitely. Well, I need to come down and see you, Krieg, as well. That's certainly on my list. I've never been to that area of the country, so yeah, well up for that. It's a bit of a journey, but when the weather gets nice, we'll see. We'll see what we can achieve. Could do a live stream from your place. Don't ignore the super chat. A Cryptic Mind collab. I don't even know who Cryptic Mind is. Surely it's already a collab. Me mentioning him in the live stream, but you know it's a super chat, so I've gotta mention it. Really. Nah, I'm sure he's got plenty of people wanting to do a collab. I don't even know what he does, so you know. If it's a Warhammer collab, then that would be very funny. Your contribution has been in the Thunderhawk shape. It has, yeah. It's very good. Dougie Slaps. A shout out to Dougie Slaps. Yeah, Krieg, I will finish the Thunderhawk. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my friend. We'll get there. I've literally got like 3 or 4 pieces to clean up. Just pop GW a little bit of an email. Say, hey, just calm it. Just calm down with the old release schedule. We know you want to get your a positive, glowing financial report in before the start of 2025 financial year, but you know, Super's got to build his Thunderhawk and live stream it for everyone, and then paint it black, like everything else he paints. Oh, no worries, mayonnaise. Have a good one. Enjoy. Keep strong. Keep it real. And the Emperor protects. You're curious, how many armies do you have? Joking. It's probably quicker for me to tell you the armies I don't collect. I can't officially say I don't collect Astra Militarum anymore. Not with this big army set of Astra Militarum, but it's definitely, is it Hartkin? So the squats basically. I don't collect. Drakari, so like Dark Eldar. I've got a few models, but I don't have like an HQ and troops and things. So I wouldn't say Drakari I collect. So that's 2. Tau, I don't even touch. honest to God. What else? Is it just those three guys? And I've kind of like automatically gone into autopilot for collecting armies for the channel. Like there's so many armies that I now have minis for that I only have that army because I wanted to create content for the channel. You know, if it was up to me, it would just be Custodes, Titans, Knights, Space Marines, and a couple of other things like Orcs and Eldar. If it was just my, you know, I wouldn't be collecting Necrons. I wouldn't be collecting these guys. Mechanicum, kind of, yeah, because like the Knights and things tie into, and the Titans tie into Mechanicum. So yeah, I'll probably be collecting those. And only Eldar and Orcs, because I've had my three armies when I was growing up was Space Marines, Eldar, and Orcs. Yeah. Oh yeah, my pile of opportunities, pile of shame, or whatever you want to call it. It's up to you what you want to call it. Is yeah, crazy. And it's a shame in a way because not from like a completionist or a collecting point of view, just from a point of view of I really there's so many models I want to show you, like in review. That's why it's a shame. You know. That cannon is done. Yeah, a couple of things to glue on it first of all. So I think it's yeah, they glue it that way and then they turn it that way to then put this thing on, like so. Oh well, let me try and catch you out, don't I? Yeah, pleasant surprise. Really? It's great that it paid off. It's great that I was able to get this set because, you know, I'm not being funny, but there'll be people that have picked up this set like yesterday and things, and they'll probably sell it on. You know, it's your money. You can do what you like with the things that you buy, but they'll either sell it on, maximize the profit, cannibalize the kit, and sell like the codex for like £200 or something stupid, and all the other minis and the sprues, or which isn't as bad, they'll just build it at their leisure. Whereas me picking up this kit with my own money, I'm sharing it with you all you guys. You know, trying to make entertainment out of it. Well, I hope it's entertainment. That's the goal, isn't it? That is the goal. Let me just read some more. Squat, Stark Eldar Town. Nice one, Krieg. Nice one. You practically badgered me into guard. Yeah, but you know, Krieg, that I did buy a Bane Blade. Well, I bought a Basilisk, which I bought it secondhand from a guy, and and I turned it. I modified it into an orc looted vehicle when you could, you know, when it was still legal to have looted vehicles and things. So that didn't really count. And I had a Chimera. I bought the Chimera off him as well at the same time. So I guess that counts. So that was a long, long time ago, though. But then after that, probably the only new Imperial Guard model I picked up was the Baneblade back in 2007 for £60. And this was when the Baneblade was one kit and the Shadow Sword was the other. So there's literally just one kit for the Baneblade. So yeah, you did. Oh, we've got to turn that around now and put this thing in. Oh, I guess you could glue this. You could glue it open. Wow. Oh, they say don't glue it at all. It's a bit floppy if you don't know. It would be cool to see all the models you have. They're on the channel, Joking. They're on the channel. The room isn't big enough. I don't have massive rooms or anything, but the room isn't big enough to fit all of the models I own in one room. I would need to hire out a hall, a big hall. So, yeah. And it would take me a good couple of days. Like the last time I did just a Imperium Space Marine kind of collection with the Titans, took me a whole day. So yeah, that's a lot of time. You know, that's a day I could be working, or whatever. So, but yeah, it would be cool if I did do that. Maybe this year, maybe. I said to myself I wouldn't do one of those videos until I have built and painted all the Titans, though. So, yeah. What we're going to do is we're not going to glue the cannon. But what I do want to pick up is the Tamiya. Where is the Tamiya gone? I would have thought it would be over there, but I guess it's over here somewhere. I've got more painted minis than you, Test, definitely. You must have more models since your last show and tell. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Do I manage to? No way. Absolutely no way. I don't know who to blame for that. Like, there's so many other things I could blame other than myself, which are all legitimate excuses. You know, if you have like a YouTube channel like this and you try and cover every single release, you can kind of blame that. You can kind of blame Games Workshop's release schedule, which is a bit crazy right now. There's a number of things, really. Sorry, I'm just moving around a few things at the moment. Right. Like, I'm currently trying to build these Soul Blight Gravelords as well. Well, the Graveguard and the Black Knights. They're not too difficult to put together, to be fair. But I want them complete, ready for, you know, the release. But I moved that to find the Tamiya. I want to make these barrels a bit more sort of smoother, if I can. Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, if I was collecting just for myself, which I'm not, yeah, I would definitely try and build and possibly paint everything that I had before picking up anything new. I mean, that's what I used to do back in the day. You know, I even started Warhammer content based off of me painting again. So I can thank you know, everybody talks about, oh no, painting models, things like that. But without me painting some of those models back in 2013, you wouldn't have any content whatsoever. So in a way, you could probably owe me painting some models to me talking to you guys right now, which is quite good. What would you say the longest thing you've had? What was the longest thing you've had then, and not got round to building yet? Like a couple of months or possibly? Oh, definitely, possibly longer. Moxitron. Oh, I'm trying to think. I've got a couple of plastic battle forces that I haven't built. What resin minis? A couple of the knights I had for a long time and didn't build. The Nemesis, I've had that for 6 years and I haven't completed it. Well, I built it and I'm just painting it, but yeah, 6 years, probably I've got some minis longer than 6 years. I mean, the Seraptech is built but not fully painted, so you know, that's fine though, you know, because it's not like I've just been sat there on a model for 6 years. I've been making, 4,000 videos. So something has to give, and there will be a point where I will cease making videos. Of course, not going to make them forever. And once I stop that, I'll have a lot more time to retire and build and paint. But making the videos and things like that, they're good. They're good motivators. Like I would still build this today, and I probably would have built it quicker if I was just sat here watching some YouTube videos, or yeah, maybe even watching a live stream myself. So that's another factor is it takes me longer if I'm live streaming building. Definitely it does. Okay, that was the cannon thing that just fell down. That's big enough that I won't lose it on my carpet, unlike Mortarian's backpack vent thing. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, there we go. Oh no, definitely not Moxitron. And the beauty about it is, unlike lots of things and lots of hobbies, it's always going up in value. It's never dropping in value. So that Nemesis Titan that I picked up 6 years ago that I haven't fully completed painting yet, it's not on Forge World's website. It's not on Games Workshop's website. You can't buy it. So how much is it worth now? You know, they're going up in value, even just the plastic minis. Like you go on eBay now and have a look at how much this set is selling. And this has only been out a day. You know, how much are people selling it? I'm intrigued. I'm genuinely intrigued. Come, let's Google it. Right. Death Korps of Krieg army set. Right. Let's see. Oh, there's a few on eBay for 150 though. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought. It's just loading eBay, but it's taken absolutely forever. Oh, well, someone is selling it for 150. Let's try search anything. Death Korps Krieg Army. Death Korps Krieg Army. Oh, they're all 150. Oh, 160. 160. 170. 210. Interesting. Some of them are like £5 delivery. 167. Okay. Sorry, go back to the old chat. There we are. Perfect. You've always wondered about that. Does the video actually help you complete it? Yeah, it does. Anything where I'm interacting with fellow hobbyists and things. This is I guess this is why some hobbyists go into the stores and build them minis or paint them. That is a force multiplier for motivating them to complete them, I would think. And there's a social aspect as well, and you know, all those things. But for me, definitely any videos, because the beauty about this is I would be making these anyway. But yet I can chat and interact with all you guys from anywhere in the world instantly, which is such a cool, you could never used to do this. What you'd do is you'd typically build your minis. Quite a loner kind of experience. You'd paint them. Then the social aspect would be you'd go to your local club and then you'd game with them. Minis that you'd been building and painting all week, ready for that game. Whereas now, you can have all of this interaction with what used to be a very isolist, I say introverted, you know what I mean, like very secluded, that's the word I was looking for, part of the hobby. So it's kind of flipped on its head. The people that used to build these and paint these by themselves are now building and painting them with others. I say others, anyone on the internet really. It's quite cool. It's a great development. Okay, let's build the guy holding the shell. So we need 86 and 87. There we go. 687 and then 88. We're not that far off, really. We've just got 2 more deathcore to kind of work on, and then we're done. Well, there's lots of other little bits like all these that I've just cut off of the sprue, clipped off the sprue. Even. Yeah, I hope you've had a fantastic Sunday. Coming up to sort of 10 past 1 here. I'd like to be on later to build the Death Riders, but I think this is quite a popular unit in the set. Right, let's put him together then. Perfect. Right, we can. It's up to you if you want to glue him on. It probably will be easier to paint if you don't. But I'm going to glue him on because he's just going to be drunk all the time if I don't. Nice that you can change the angle though of the siege cannon. Very, very cool. I like that. Oh, there's loads more. Sorry. Loads more comments. Your Kriegsman, you'll definitely get more of the new engineers. 3 more sets, 2 more artillery, 1 command squad and 2 heavy weapons. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the heavy weapons teams. They look awesome. No more riders, yeah. No, I'm done for riders as well. Jason, will you be covering all the Krieg reveals? Super interested to hear about the new command squad. Looks full of character. Yeah, definitely I will. I'll be covering all of them, Jason. Don't you worry. They're quite high on my list to cover. I don't know why this cannon is still wet. Shouldn't have been really. Okay, right. I think we're going to build these 2 more. 68 and 70. I've got to get the sandbags off as well. Next weekend, let's just, there's like almost 20 of you. Put it in the comments now if you can, what you would like me to build in the live stream on Saturday. I'll only build 1, but it's out of the Doredio, the Arvus, the Malcador Infernus, or the Valdor Tank Hunter. So it's out of those 4. So please do put in the comments what you'd like me to build. Then we go for, yeah, we want this guy pressing the charge. Or the firing mechanism, whatever it's called, I don't know. 75. There it is. And we need the crank, this crank. Legionary Guilty. Revan. Revan, you're such a naughty one. Now, where's this one going to go? So that's the binocular chap, but if we need the pointy chap. So that's 60. Yeah, we need 60, 63. 60. Hawk Spider and Phoenix. So that's not next week, Revan. That's the week after. It's a 2-week pre-order window. I'm sorry about that. 58. This one, but it will be the Lickis on that Saturday, yeah. And I think I've got some time off after that. Hang on, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I do. So I could kind of do a live stream every day. Yeah, possibly. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have some binoculars. 65. Got the pointing arm. Yep, got the pointing arm. 61 and the backpack. I mean, maybe you could use these arms on another Death Corps. Like you've got one with a wrench here. Just stockpiling the spare parts. No? You've got the sandbags, you've got some las guns. You get a fair few spare parts, not going to lie. Yeah, like a toolbox. Maybe you could have the toolbox for the engineers. I think they have some decent number of parts anyway, don't they, those engineers? That kit. Yeah, I'll try and be on later and build the horses, the Death Riders, and also where's this number 70 leg? Is that on that one? I think it might be on that one. We'll put it over there. Malcador Infernus, okay. Looks like it's the Malcador Infernus. Is that what you were hoping for, Krieg? Yeah, I'm just cutting out these missiles now. Just clearing up the sprues. Ah, yeah, Infernus, cool. Okay. Maybe I could do the Arvis Lighter as well. We'll see. There, that's that sprue complete. I mean, that's a fair amount of packs, isn't it? That is a fair amount. Yeah, look at that. Beastie. I'll cut these out, but I want to be very, very certain that I can put them together if I need to. Oof. 27, 28. Seven 28, 33, 34. That's fair enough. I mean, you know, we've got the plastic one now, so sure the plastic one will be fine. Oh, so these pylons are all exactly the same. Yeah, so there's 4 of them. It looks like there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got its own crank as well. And then 38, 37. I mean, I'll build these cannons off stream. The quad cannon looks like it's pretty in depth actually. So we'll build this off stream. So all I've really got to do is just build the these last 2 Krieg. Because I think you know, you can have any weapon, any cannon. And these are like ammo boxes. Okay. What's this piece here? 97. Oh, it's just a fuel barrel. I don't know. It's not a canteen. Too big. Oh, there's a little mug, look. Got to use the mug and the shovels. These ammo crates. So yeah, you get a lot of pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a £40 kit. I know it's only 3 sprues, but yeah. So look at all those spare parts just there, and then there. Right. Oh yeah, definitely Krieg. I'm going to have to keep them all safe somewhere, aren't I? All these spare parts. You know, if you're going to get like 3 of these artillery cannons, then yeah, you'd certainly have a lot to make some dioramas with, wouldn't you? Am I literally just going over the pieces that I've already gone over? Well, there's me being thorough. Quad cannon peak scenery, yes. There we are. Right, so I've got a feeling that, yeah, let's build these Krieg, put the sandbags on, then we're pretty much done. I mean, I feel that this works for me, this process. So you glue it mainly with your standard glue. You leave that to dry. Then you file it. Then you Tamiya over the join. You leave that to dry, of course, and then you file it again. And for me, that sort of works. You could also use a thinner, a more fine grain file after this file to polish the plastic. That's what they call it anyway. But I'm okay getting away with just this file. And that ensures that I get the most smooth result. Don't know what everybody else does, whether they just get the two pieces, slap it together with glue and call it a day, I don't know, but this works for me. Right, that's that done. Very, very cool siege cannon. Stig, how you been? I haven't spoken to you for ages. You're working on some Horus Heresy Night Lords. Nice one. We need to have a catch up, my friend. We need to have a catch up. Talk about watches as well. I'm currently wearing the Seiko Alpinist because I'm getting kind of like, you know, trench vibes, field watch vibes with these minis at the moment. I wanted something analog. Plus, whenever I look over at the chat, the time is there anyway. So, how long have we been live streaming chat? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Ooh. Thank you, Stig. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely one of the best. Seiko really do some incredible dials for the prices. I know everybody like raps on them because of their, because they've upped their prices, but so many other places have upped their prices. They really do make some impressive dials that hit above their weight, that their price point. The Presage series is another series that embodies that that quality. And I also heard some some negative things about their recent QC and things like that, but having bought 2 Seikos, I haven't really noticed any issues, so maybe I got lucky. I don't know, but and I'm the type of person that if there are any QC issues, I would be straight on the phone for a replacement or a refund, like I was with that Doxer, And that's the thing, when you get good quality products with good QC, sort of motivates you to pick up more because you've had positive experiences. I don't know, maybe that's quite high expectations. Maybe it's a bit too much. So if I did pick up another Seiko and it was terrible, then that would affect me more. I don't know. Or maybe I'd give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, oh, well, this is a one-off. The rest of my experiences have been great. So sandbag's done. That's that Krieg done. Just got this one to do. Put them all together. And then we are finished. As I say, I might be on later. Don't know. I'd like to be. But, I need to have a little bit of a break after this. And review this and the Lord Marshal. Or at least review the Lord Marshal for tomorrow. Let me see those little Krieger crew. Of course, Dimitri, of course. I will show you. I can show you this chap, first of all, if you like. So you got this little crew. Don't know if you can see that. Is the lighting any good? So yeah, you've got this chap here. I've glued him on. It's fine, whatever. He's carrying a shell, but you do have the option of him carrying like a wrench or something. I don't know. So that's him. But I'll show you the other two once I've built them, of course. I need to find where my Death Korps Krieg infantry are. I really have no idea. I think they're in with like my Inquisitor stuff. But I honestly don't know which box they're in. And I kind of have to find them. I don't think I put them with orcs. That would be too mean. Space Marines? Death Korps? What are you doing in my box? You gits. Right. We are getting there. Last piece. I think the quad cannon is going to take a little bit of time to put together. These missiles, there's some mold lines on them, yeah. We're not gonna, for speed, we're not gonna put any accessories on at the moment, but I can see myself like putting a ammo crate there or something. I definitely can. The thing is, you get quite a nice selection of spare parts that you can, you know, customize these successfully. Yeah, so we built him. So we've just got this chap to put together. Yep. Yeah, of course, of course. I wish we had more like medics and things, and you know, serfs. I always have said, I think one of the live streams I mentioned something about it would be cool to have like the Titan serfs and all the personnel involved in, you know, getting a Titan ready and shipped. You know, even if they don't do anything in game, it would be nice to have it like a train. Like if they had just a train for 40k or something. You know, I mean, they could put weapons on it and things, but not everything has to have rules. You know, if it's a decent model, I'm sure people will pick it up. I feel like I'm becoming quite experienced in building Krieg now. Okay, so it should go that way. Way too much glue super, way too much. This is where you need spindly little fingers to rotate. Okay, so it should go on there. Yes. Very happy with that. That's very, very cool so far. Right. Sorry. Let's put this chap together. Which leg does he have, though? Is it truly this leg? This leg? It's 59 leg? Yes, it is. Guard train, yeah, it would be totally sick, wouldn't it? Because they've already got the containers, haven't they? So they could put the containers on there. But then you could have like folded up sentinels on it. You could have tanks that you could literally just drop like Lehman Russ tanks on it. You could have some kind of crane. They've got the crane things, haven't they? So, you know. I mean, there's a train in Space Marine 2 for crying out loud. Just grab those files, right? There's so many cool things in that game that I wish we had for miniature form. Right, we're pretty much done. Will I glue the sandbags? I won't glue the sandbags. Or will I? Oh, it's going to get right in the way of dry brushing. We'll see. I'll make a decision in a second. Just forgot this mold line on his helmet. Like a complete tool. Right then. So he needs his arm up a bit, but not too much at an angle. So he's pointing at the screen. Cool. I like that. I actually like him pointing at the screen. Please. How far deep is he? It doesn't really show. He's very far deep. He's literally just pressing the button. No, we'll leave him like that. It's fine. That looks really cool. There you go, Dimitri. If I can do. So yeah, there's your Death Korps Krieg, all milling about. You got one pointing at the console there. You got one probably about to load a shell. I don't know. This can traverse. That's nice. And then you got this one firing. So awesome little Kriegers. Yeah, they are very cool. Very impressed with this set. I mean, the character is just WYSIWYG, isn't he? He's quite straightforward to put together. But I think one of the best parts about this kit is you can take this cannon off. Like, I can take that off and then just put the mortar in, and then that's really cool. But you can actually take this bit off. It's not glued, and then you could put the quad launcher in, or you could put this in, and you know, have all of the options, which I'm gonna absolute gush about in the review next week. So yeah, very happy with that. We're gonna leave it there because I still haven't decided on the sandbags, but it's just getting the, like, I always try and just test it out, like dry brushing in there and then actually dry brushing the sandbags. It's probably going to be easier. And then can I get the detail? Kind of. It's just the wheels. It's just getting the dry brushing on the wheels is a bit, yeah, I might leave them off for now, but I'll probably like white tack them on so they don't fall off all the time. So yeah, there you go. That is, oops, I didn't zoom out, did I? What an idiot. There you go. That is my build of the Death Korps Krieg artillery gun cannon in this army set. So what I'll be doing now is I'll just have a little break, then I'll review him, then I'll probably finish these, and I might be back later in the evening to build the Death Riders, which look like a ton of fun. And yeah, very cool. Lots of options for them as well. So yeah, thank you for all of your support. It's yeah, it's very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me, and everyone, thanks for watching. The Emperor Protects. Probably about I want to say like 7 o'clock maybe.